go. Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Tioro, your host, as always, and we are returned by the bandana.
Bandana, get out of here.
That's
Jerry.
right. You know why?
The long lost member of the long lost member of Too Cool, Takeshi's younger brother, Gerard Barrera.
How's it going? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I brought the bandana out. Why? Because it's time to fight, baby. To get kicking that butt. Video game fighting games, baby. We talking fighting games. That's right. We got a pro with us today. I am down for. I definitely have questions. How do you get started? How do you get good? Especially, when you were dubbed button masher for years. It's very annoying.
Jerry, stay away from not Final Fantasy, but Street Fighter, because Anyways,
thanks to Jason.
We got the man with couch, the Lion's Mane, Jason Valerio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going
What's up, baby?
tonight? Nam, thank you again. Welcome back to the couch. It's changed since then.
Yeah.
But...
Got a little fancy. We got a little fancy to this time.
And in the other corner, making his return to Game Night after 98 episodes.
Right.
Yeah, it feels like it's yearly, but
That's so crazy.
We have EVO competitor NinjaNam coming back to Game Night.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's good to be back.
Dude,
you guys have a
I can't believe it's been 98 episodes.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Half, yeah.
Right. I mean, I blink and I come back and there's a casting couch behind Jason.
Yeah, hey.
Oh,
we'll call it that. Yeah. All right.
It looks great, man.
the NSFW casting couch. Okay.
No, but it is good to be back. We have a lot to talk about, honestly.
We do.
Don't even know where to start.
Yeah, man. Well, EVO just started or just got done with EVO, right?
Yeah, about a month and a week and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, did it feel like a month? Was a lot going on, or?
Honestly, it felt like yesterday because it was such a long weekend for me personally. I can't speak for everyone else.
It was a long weekend, man. It was a long weekend.
Okay. I was averaging about 3 to 4 hours every night. So it was just get back at 4, just try to sleep, and wake up at around 8 to 9.
Because at 10.
Everyone had, or at least we always had someone that had 10 a.m. pools. And of course, as you may know, it's a kind of a trek from the hotel to the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. And I'm sure Jason can tell you.
Yeah,
it takes about
15 minutes,
15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
From literally where we're sleeping.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, but then you also have to account in the line for people who are trying to get in and all this other stuff too. So want to be up a little bit nice and early so that everyone can get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to give a quick shout out before we get going tonight to the people that ended up new followers after last week's episode with the testers. Shout outs to every single one of you guys that ended up following us last week.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
It means a lot. Hopefully we were able to bring some laughter and shenanigans to your life, albeit for the hour that it was, a little over the hour. So outside that, I mean, Ninja, let's just catch up, right? It's been a hot minute. What you been up to besides going to EVO?
So we had our last episode since EVO 2020, which wasn't an EVO at all.
Online,
online EVO. I've been kind of laying low, staying quiet in terms of the fighting game side of things. Just trying to find new hobbies and whatnot, thanks to, COVID and all that.
COVID, right?
I've still been enjoying my life, still just working and trying to go to music events, living life a little bit. But in last year, 2021, when events started coming back, that's when I tried to, go to a little bit more events. It was kind of scattered. There's not a lot, obviously, but, I go to here every now and then, and I'm a little bit more of a commentator than a competitor these days. If you ever watch, I'm usually mostly commentating for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but you may see me on the mic for Guilty Gear Strive as well at some of these events as well.
So that's why Jason did Guilty Gear, is because he wanted you to comment his fight.
I mean, Nam did commentate my fight that I had back in the hotel room for a little bit. He almost called it out, like, because we're playing actually a money match. Me and one of the other guys that always go there. Shout outs to Mike, by the way. But he wanted to talk a lot of game, and I was like, you know what, man, you don't need to talk this much game. Like, you can just give me the money and we can just avoid all this.
But that's the beauty of it, right? The beauty of fighting games is that, you can have some friendly smack talk.
Yeah.
And then just put something real little bit on the line, just so you can have some bragging rights.
Some bragging. Some like, what's up? Like,
yeah. Oh, I remember.
We've already got some shade being thrown, and we've got QQT. Welcome in, man.
Hey, thank you for
asking,
baby.
Yeah, he's saying Jason won convincingly.
Yeah, Vic was also in the room. He was present.
Yeah, Victor was. We got a shout out to Vic over there too. Man, he bet against me. I don't know why, but
so there's none of that Ninja going commentary, be like, Jason pulls a rookie mistake by.
Nam was a little bit like tired. He had commentated like all day.
Yeah, I came back from about like 4 to 5 hours of commentary.
Yeah, so we're just like, hey, like, now I'm just take a breather, man, and he was just resting, and but he was like, yo, man, calling it out.
My commentary style is a little bit different versus when I'm like, a little bit more professional on the mic at an event versus if I'm in a hotel room and we're all holding, adult beverages and we're getting a little rowdy.
It's way different.
The trash talking comes in.
That's when the styles change.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of color commentary.
Yeah, a lot of color commentary.
Yeah.
So let's talk EVO, right? Let's just get into it, because for both Jason and Ninja, aside from the swag that Jason came back with.
My God.
We can put that up there. I've got the picture ready.
Oh, you got the picture. Oh, man.
I've got the picture for Jason on this. But how did this EVO compare to past years, both in just the field after a pandemic, and like you said, the one in 2020 was all digital essentially, and now that also PlayStation has a bigger hand in EVO now?
You want me to start, or you want?
Yeah, go ahead. Start now.
Yeah. Okay. So the last actual EVO was in 2019, right? And the online ones were 20 and 21, so we don't really count that. Now, the moment you walk in, there's a very big difference you'll notice. And I don't know when the last time Jason was there at EVO. In 2019, right? You walk in, right? You walk into the venue, and let's say you split that in half, and you look at the left side. That was 2019. Now, EVO 2022 doubled in size. So imagine going from one end to the other, and it will take you average about 7 to 8 minutes to walk from one end to it.
Yeah.
And you had a pep to your step, maybe it was like 5-6 minutes. If you were leisurely walking, it's 10 minutes. That's how big evolution was this year. Very large. Yeah. So in terms of scalability, huge. This is to account for all some of the new players, that came about.
Like said 3 to 4 football fields. Felt like.
It feels like it when you're walking with your backpack and your stick and you're holding your merch and all that stuff. It might feel like that, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's like 3 to 4.
Yeah, it wasn't that. That wasn't that massive.
Yeah. So in terms of that was the biggest difference. And in terms of a lot of other organization stuff, I'm not entirely too sure if it's because of Sony that provided some of like these budgets that allowed them to, have all these like nice things for the players. Because one of the biggest complaints was that when you go to EVO, you're thirsty, man. You're there for like 10 hours. playing, watching, walking, whatever it is, and you don't have water. And water isn't free. Imagine going to Mandalay Bay, going to a convention, you gotta pay $10 for water. And you down that in an hour. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to keep buying $10 and $10 and $10. It's insane. Like the price of just being there alone is a lot, right? But they provided water for players and spectators, free water.
Yeah.
That's
and they
awesome.
gave you a water bottle too, a big one. So
it's pretty
that's
got
sweet.
it. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And did they have like refill stations or like actual?
Yeah, they had tons of
awesome,
refill
man.
stations.
They had one in like every corner.
And they were like
that you can go to.
filtered water. It wasn't like tap water. So
Yeah, it
That's
was like
awesome.
the filtered, like it says like, oh, you've saved this many water
It's one of
bottles.
Oh,
those.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's one of
Oh,
those.
sweet. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like, just that alone made the experience so much better, a lot better. So in a way, it's kind of like, maybe it is because of Sony or the RTS company that helped, you know, EVO. But at the same time, what you have to understand is that, you know, since we talked, you know, there was some drama that involved with Evolution, which was Mr. Wizard. If you guys want to know about that drama, then you just go back to
go back to episode 90.
Yeah. But because he had to step down, a different general manager had to step up, and his name is Rick the Hado. And if you guys don't know who the Hado is a current tournament organizer for a major event called Combo Breaker. And if you ask anybody in the FGC, there's two really big events outside of Evolution that people always go to and are highly renowned. Combo Breaker, CEO. Right? CEO is run by Jabali. Combo Breaker is run by the Hado. And he is an excellent tournament organizer. Always make sure that everything is good to go and is very quick to respond to any type of, tournaments always go wrong, right? So he is the one who's currently running EVO right now. So when you put him on deck, it's going to be a good event.
So was it run more smoothly than
much more smoothly?
EVO's past?
Much more smoothly. Yeah.
Even with the obviously added spectators and possibly competitors as well.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I felt like I saw a lot more faces, new faces than before. Whereas usually when you go to events, even though EVO is big, you'll see
you'll see the regulars.
The usuals, you'll see the regulars. But this time when I, talked to a few people, I saw a lot of new faces. Well, I tried to see new faces because, we're all wearing a mask. And a lot of people came up to me and they're like, oh, it's my first EVO. And like, I really like what you do on commentary, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy cow, like, I didn't know like people are out there and still coming out to like new events. So yeah, it was still ran pretty well with all like the new players and spectators. But you have to understand we're also kind of in a time of inflation and people don't really want to travel because it's very, very pricey. So there's also kind of like a drop in attendance because Evolution is a little pricey for people who aren't local, right?
Yeah, they're in like the States. Yeah.
So for example, I drove there, so it's not too pricey, and I roomed with my friends. We split the rooms. So, but if you're traveling by yourself, maybe if it's overseas, there was definitely a big lack of Japanese players. This year, and maybe it's not just Japanese. I would say like international in general.
International, because I think like. I mean, like, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but I think Arsenal National is the only one that came in.
Because isn't that more prevalent usually for Evolution? Is really to have the more international players kind of come out
tons.
Like that's like the Super Bowl when all the big players like would come
pretty
out
much,
right?
Yeah, you could call it like the Super Bowl, even though it's open tournament. But in terms of size, right? Yes.
Right.
I would absolutely call it the Super
and like
Bowl.
this is like the tournament to like, oh yeah, like I'm competing in EVO. Right.
Yeah. Because
that's unfortunate.
Not every overseas player can make it to every tournament, right? Because not all of them are sponsored. So they usually just save their money and just come to EVO and just have like the breakout performance or whatever it is. So that kind of was lacking this year for sure. At least that's what I could tell.
That's a bummer, because I'm sure that brings a whole other element to the tournament and the atmosphere too. And
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh.
I mean, expanding on Nam, like it's pretty much, yeah, like when you're going through, and especially as me as a spectator, you know, it is twice the size as it's always been. I mean, for you, Matt and Jerry, think of it having East Hall at E3, where you have all three, you know, all the big names, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony. Imagine that large space, and then you add like the walkway to from West Hall, East Hall.
Yeah.
Like it was massively huge.
Wow.
Like you could
really,
yeah, and everything was
Wow.
spaced out nicely, where like you had Tekken in this zone, you had KOF in this zone, you had Guilty Gear in this zone, so you couldn't like really get lost technically, but you know, you could see people on main stages as they're doing all the pools, and it was just very nice to see. And you have the main stage where they're actually having like exhibition matches, or they're having like
tournaments.
like no, like extra like announcements, things like that, and it was just well spaced out. So I know for sure it was definitely one with the whole after pandemic thing, because even Mandalay Bay was giving out masks, and you had to have a mask to enter. You had to be you had to have all your
Vaccinations.
your paperwork. You know,
Awesome.
you had to
just like
you had
Comic-Con.
to get your bags checked, everything like that. So it was very, very like well organized in walking in. And when you start splitting off, you have literally pools on the left when you enter, and then a lot of vendors and artist alley like just a little bit off to the right, and it was just well separated so you don't miss out on anything. The large screens show, you can see the large screens literally from anywhere in the venue, so it was just amazing. We're just all in awe. We just had so much craziness.
Cool.
Can't get lost when there's maps on site too. So.
Yeah.
That's definitely new. Yeah.
So Ninja, how was doing commentary this year?
I regret to inform that I wasn't commentating on the main game events. So I only commentated Marvel 3, which is a side game event. But the side games has their own, their own area as well. And that is up to individual streamers, and top 4 gets to be put onto the big stage. Well, the big stage for the side games, which is Team Spooky, if you know Team Spooky.
The right side.
So I unfortunately, for the price of commentary, I had to DQ myself outside of my brackets. And I was playing King of Fighters 15 and Guilty Gear Strive. And I did want to see how far I could go, but I chose.
That was going to be my
commentary.
question. Like, were you really hoping to fight, or was commentary like more important? And obviously,
not my first rodeo. I've done both for a lot of events. Usually, there's not a conflict of schedule usually, but unfortunately this time there was a conflict of schedule, and I really did want to see how far I could go, because EVO is one of those majors where it's like, you've got like everywhere. You've got people from all around the world coming, and you never know who you're going to play, right? You might play someone from, South America, or someone from Europe or Asia. So it's like, it's really cool to be able to have that bracket experience and play people. I might get bodied. That's fine, as long as I get to play, or I might go far. And that's cool too. It's a really good feeling. I did make it out of my Strive pools on Friday. I think Jason was there to watch me.
That's when I text you guys, Matt, Jerry.
Yeah. So I did relatively well there, but I didn't get to go any further than that because I ultimately did choose commentary, and I really do love commentary. If that's what you're asking. So.
It's fun.
That was going to be my
commentary too.
But yeah, commentary was very, very fun.
Oh, cool.
If it comes down to the same choice next year, are you going to lean more towards commentary again?
It depends on where I stand on games, and what I have to say first is, like, getting onto commentary at EVO is kind of hard. It's not easy. So it's kind of like about who you know and about your resume and your experience and stuff like that. And I think like there's a lot of people that came on there that definitely deserve to be on there. So my goal would be to make it onto the main lineup of commentators. And if I do make it to the main lineup, absolutely, I will choose commentary. But you know, at the same time, I feel like I'm still sort of a player, and if I feel like, you know, the game's still fun, I don't make it onto commentary, and I feel like those characters, like I'm actually doing really well. Absolutely, I'm just gonna focus on playing. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, commentary was very, very fun. And if you have never watched any Marvel tournaments, you should know that we get really loud and rowdy.
Super hype.
Insanely hype. And
I've seen a couple videos. I have
right?
seen a few like I like the epic, like an epic combo getting hit, just like it was during the tournament. Everyone goes insane.
Dude, we used to just do it around the arcade. I can remember
that
X-Men
too. I
versus
remember
Street
those days.
Fighter and all of those, and just all of us hanging around the arcade and just like seeing people pull off massive combos and just how loud
Mortal Kombat pulling
was,
off fatality on the arcade was
And that's what's so beautiful about the Marvel scene in general, is that we feel so underground and grassroots that, you know, we could rival the main stage crowd. And this has happened for years, right? Because we'll be put onto the side, you know, or whatever it is, and we're in the corner, and it's like top 64, top 32, 16, and we're still louder in our corner versus like the top 8 of the main stage.
Yeah,
you know, whatever
that's
it is.
That's still
like
kind of
CBS
surprising.
too.
Like I didn't really know that Marvel vs. Capcom isn't like one of the big tourneys. Like that's what I would have thought.
Yeah, but you know, times have changed, and we're kind of we're a little more dated. So
yeah,
you know,
games
is it
out,
really
you know,
like well?
Dude.
Actually, it's been a while since we've had
years.
That's right. We've had more remakes and new games of Street Fighter. Yeah. Holy, oh crap.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you know,
but
Marvel
that's still
Infinite
crazy
also
to
happened
think
too.
though, because I mean, those are insane.
Did we talk Marvel Infinite?
I think we've talked about it, you know, a few episodes back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the thing is that, you know, EVO tries to, you know, keep up with the main game. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, the hype.
No, I was gonna say it's
I can understand
2011.
that, yeah. But
2011 is when
11 years.
MVC 3 came out.
Really?
Yeah. That was in
it doesn't seem
that had to be Xbox then. Yeah, Xbox and
PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3.
Oh, PS3.
And Vita.
PS3. Wow.
And yeah, a few years later, the Vita,
yeah.
Little legend that can. Still around.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's why
that's also still very surprising. Yeah.
Commentating Marvel still to this day, because that's my scene, like that's my family, you know. So
that's kind of funny too, because when I was just talking about like when I've caught some of those like ultimate combo videos, like most of the videos that are always on my feed are like either like Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom, and most of the videos with like the insane combos are Marvel vs. Capcom. And it's so crazy how like unfortunately how it's not. It should be up there.
I mean, it was.
Well,
I'm sure it was during the time,
just,
but like, yeah,
obviously
it needs to update, I guess. But
well, I mean, like a lot of side games that come out, like I mean, they had CVS 2, Capcom vs SNK 2 out there, and that game has been there for like 20.
That was huge for Dreamcast. I remember that one.
And it's just, you know, they have the side tournaments there, and you know, you just have to jump into them.
That's what you said. The fans just got to represent.
Yeah,
louder.
I mean,
here's what I gotta tell you, Jerry. So the way EVO lineups work, you know, it's not so simple as to who loves what, right? You know, there's a lot of, you know, politics involved in a sense, and you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's all about money, but you know, there's a lot of things that you know are pushing the lineup, right? Yeah. I'm being very nice about it.
Oh, I understand. I totally get it. Yeah.
The beautiful thing.
What's a hit out there right now? You know.
Yes, exactly. What's new? What's good right now? And but what the beautiful thing is that people are still playing Marvel 3, and the game can still be represented at other majors. on the main stage, just not necessarily at Evolution, right? So Combo Breaker and CEO and all the other majors still recognize, you know, Marvel 3 as a very beloved game of the scene that's still very active with a pretty strong player base. So you'll still see it at other events, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Ninja, just putting this out there and we can kind of wish in existence. So if you had the opportunity to mainline as commentary, what is the one game outside of Marvel versus Capcom? Because we've already established it's going to, you know, they're putting baby in a corner waiting for Patrick Swayze to come on down. What would be the one game that you would love to commentary in this current generation of fighting games?
I mean, the two games that I'm active right now, like I've said, Marvel versus Capcom and Guilty Gear Strive. And Guilty Gear Strive right now is also you could call it like my main game that I play and compete in. So that would be the game, right? Because this game is literally like, you could call it the hottest game right now. Literally, it was the most entrants at Evolution, rivaling near 2,200 players, which is big numbers.
Run that by 2,200?
2,200, 2,200 players signed up for Guilty Gear Strive. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. That's insane, right? That's a lot. That's a lot of players, especially for nowadays. So it's a very hot game. It's a very fun game to spectate and to play, in my opinion.
It is.
And of course, I've already commentated Guilty Gear Strive at certain big events. I've commentated at CEO. I've commentated at locals. I've commentated at regionals. And it's such a fun game to play, to commentate as well. It's fast paced, and it's visually like very pleasing as well. So that game definitely is up there for me. That's that one game that I would want to commentate in at the main stage.
Now, did you, with both having the player side and the commentary side, did you have a chance to actually go explore the floor and all the booths and walk away with some swag like Jason did?
I had like an hour.
Ouch.
Yeah, because we were just so busy. And because I was playing, like, first day, you know, it was my pools, and then it was our friend's another Jason.
Yeah.
Legendary J.
Legendary J.
Yeah, so he's another friend of ours. He also competed in 2 other brackets on Friday. And just between us, like, walking back and forth, getting food, coming back, and, you know, leaving, and then, you know, running into Pokemon, and, you know, all these other things, it's just like, I didn't have time to even see anything, really.
Okay.
I literally...
This is the moment where I take our maitre d' of services, throw him under the bus. What kind of friend are you?
What are you talking about?
You didn't go get him stuff like the shirt or other things?
Bro, I mean, like...
You didn't even inform him of like anything like super cool.
Man.
Dude, I was in line for Street
basically.
Wow.
So basically, Jason pulled a Jerry with the PS5.
Ew.
Not at all. Not at all. Man.
Really?
Not at all. I mean, like,
yeah, it's not to that level.
Not to that level. Not to that level. I mean, we literally would.
I'm never gonna live that down. I totally.
Me and a couple guys would just roll out to the right side of the hall and be like, okay, let's do like a little swag loop, and then come back and watch pools, like either Nam's pools or Jay's pools.
I mean,
and we'd stay there the whole time for the pools. You know, like we're supporting them. We're supporting our buddies. You know, and then we'd like, okay,
he's
like,
trying to justify. He's justifying.
Pools are over, so like we're gonna roll back over to the right again. You know, and like people want to get some food, and we're like, okay, we'll get some swag.
Just to remind.
Oh my God, you put me on blast!
Damn, bro.
Put me on blast.
Wow, I mean, the WD black just kills it. Like that's a T. That's a TB.
That's a big shill, man. You're even wearing the shirt right now too.
I know, right? I had to. Dude,
like,
I knew they're gonna call me out on something.
He wore the PlayStation EVO shirt from
GameCube controller.
Last week's show too.
That's Power A, bro. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know you got this much. Are some of these are giveaways, right?
Two of them were raffles. One of them was won by Eddie. The PlayStation one on the bottom. That was won by Eddie.
Oh my God.
And I was hoping that, I mean, like low key, I was hoping that
4 terabyte. You got a 4 terabyte?
But like a lot of it was just
awesome,
like,
dude.
you know, going to the booths, talking to the people at CLG, you know, talk to people at Power A, and was like, you know, I could have gotten more, but you know, like it's okay.
Could have gotten more.
I could have gotten more, but you know,
I could have. I
my
could
bag
have.
was
Like,
Yeah,
I
but
knew
then-
exactly.
full,
I knew exactly
so-
when the spin to win raffles at Power A were happening. So I could have been like, "Yo, like,
you know
hey,
what? That's the one thing
bounce out.
I do have to give you, Jason. Like the years that we went to E3, like you always did have the eye. Like, no, we'll want to come back. Like in like
Yeah.
35 minutes. Why?
You talk to
Dude,
somebody, you gotta come back.
You just have to do
and-
this. Show them a code. You get a free T-shirt.
And again, shout out to
like-
Victor again, because like I had picked up 2
Victor's
extra
throwing
water
you under the
bottles.
bus.
Well, I mean, like he had to carry my water bottles back to the hotel room, and I was like,
That's so
sorry,
funny.
man. Like,
Jason.
but now
I'm
Victor
surprised
has
that's
extra
true.
water bottles, though. Like,
I'm surprised Spirit let you on the airplane with all of that.
oh, spirits! Oh, I I had to like sneak. I had to run into the doors.
Oh my god, bro. That's
Because
so
I had my
funny.
carry-on, and then I had the bag that had like a lot of that stuff in there.
Oh,
And I just I put on my right hand side, gave the tickets with my left, and just ran into the doors. I was like, you know what?
Smooth.
oh my god.
Smooth.
That's
Yeah,
so
well,
funny.
at least
no,
it-
you go ahead.
Go ahead, Ninja.
I was gonna say, I still was able to walk around and grab some. I still grabbed some stuff. I
Yeah.
still grabbed some goodies.
Mhm.
See,
I grabbed a really sick mug that had like an engraving of like anime and video game characters. That was pretty cool.
see, I
Oh,
didn't even know
cool.
what that was like.
Yeah.
See, we you guys
Jason,
put me on
Jay,
blast.
Hey, Jay,
like
hey, Jay, stop trying to justify, bro.
these guys putting me on
That
blast.
that
Like,
haul was good. That
I
was a good
mean,
haul.
come on, just one thing alone was $200, and that was that nice, sweet PS5 SSD
yeah,
upgrade
and
with.
again, that went to our
Heat
buddy
sink.
Eddie. A little sad. I tried trading with him. I was like, hey, do you want that external for the PS5? And it's like, nah. It's like, but it's okay. Like
Rough.
we all had a good time though over there, man. Like even when we were back at the hotel room, and Nam can attest, like we were just having a lot of drinks and a lot of fun and just
You're welcome.
Well,
yes. Thank you, Nam.
I
Awesome.
foresaw
Thank you,
this. I foresaw this. I said,
at least you
maybe-
guys. Go ahead, Nam.
I was just thinking to myself at the grocery store. I think 10 bottles of soju should be enough, right?
I think it was close. Yeah. I think we went through like what?
Yeah, I think
8.
so.
You guys,
Eight?
yeah, you guys drank
8,
8.
right? We tried one of each one. That good call on literally getting like one of each flavor.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
What was it that you got?
Well, I got like they're all good day, if that's what you're wondering. But
Yeah. Good day.
yeah,
soju.
I got like mango, melon,
Wait, so it's soju.
lychee.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all
soju.
soju.
Oh yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
different
okay.
flavors soju. Yeah.
And literally anytime we went back to the hotel room, like we'd just literally crack one open and distribute it amongst whoever
That's all.
wanted
That's
one.
all I ever. That's all I drank in Japan when I was on the longest day of drinking I have ever had in my life. That's all we drank. We did sojus all day. It was insane.
So Jason and
Oops.
I was
Started
actually
at, like, 8
I was
o'clock.
thinking about you guys like the last couple of days, because be thankful that EVO was when it was, because pretty much if you were in Vegas this past couple of days, you were swimming out and not flying out.
Oh my god, the floods.
I mean-
So
there right now.
the thing is that we actually caught like the beginning end of the monsoon storms. And I don't know if Jason, no, because Jason flew from Cali, obviously. I drove in like heavy rain, actually.
Yeah,
Going
Nam
in and
drove,
out.
Oh
Yeah.
whoa.
drove through heavy rain, and
Mm-hmm.
it took him a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
you know, glad that he made it all the way through.
Yeah,
I was
man.
I was literally talking to a few people like at the tables, and one of the persons did not have any water for 6 hours in their hotel room. So they had to
Oh my
literally
God.
go to the lobby to use the bathroom. They had to like figure out some way to take a shower and just
And-
like even to brush her teeth. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
Oh,
actually,
wow.
during the event, several flights were canceled because of storms surrounding the area.
Mhm.
Actually, so yeah, in a sense, we were lucky that we caught only like the beginning part of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
were there for the rest of it, that would really
yeah, you probably would have been stuck.
Well, and then for
That's
for
crazy.
Jason, be glad that you weren't one of the many thousands of travelers the other day at Vegas's airport that all had to come off the terminals and get rescanned.
Rescanned.
They literally pull. So somebody did a dash through security.
Oh my
at the
God.
airport.
Oh no!
Oh my
man.
Literally,
goodness.
everybody had to be pulled
No
off the
way.
terminals and go back through security.
Oh my God.
Did they catch the
Please tell me they caught that person.
I don't know.
Oh
I just
my
saw the news
God.
and the TikToks of everybody just showing their camera and it just packed. Like,
Oh
like
my
good lord,
God.
Dude. Worst time
So-
to beat the security people. We're like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yeah, that
That's
sucks.
terrible.
God, I hope they found that person.
So do I. I mean, because
Yeah.
that's a
Dude, that
Isn't
one
isn't that a
person.
federal offense?
yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
gotta be.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they looked for the person, obviously.
Probably.
Yeah.
How did this guy
You
even
know.
slip past everything? You know?
It's not hard. I mean, it's not hard. I fly in and out of Denver all the time. Plus, I've flown out of Sky Harbor and Phoenix and Richmond, and just the way they're laid out, just straight. Now, an airport like Denver, if you're going through the main security, you're not going really anywhere because you're going downstairs to where the train is, but then you're going back upstairs to where the other security point is. So
Yeah. I
the only
see.
place at Denver you could do it through is there's a separate security for Concourse A.
Mhm.
And then you just mad dash it. But man,
I can see it happening at LAX. I can definitely see that happening.
We're not talking about LAX. There's a
I can
reason
definitely see that
why
at LAX.
one, I got TSA pre-check because of LAX.
Smart.
Two, there's a reason we're not going to LAX and flying into Long Beach in November
Yeah.
because LAX sucks.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Ninja, what's on tap for you next? As far
Uh,
as commentary or competing, what's the next tourney you're going to?
Right now, you know, it's the post EVO lull, so tournament season is kind of winding down. There's only about a couple tournaments coming up after this, which is like ECT, East Coast Throwdown, CEO Taku, and I think that's it. But for me personally, it's not going to be anything crazy, because it's just going to be I'm just going to go to locals if I have the time. That's about it. But I am eyeing at CEO Taku, and CEO Taku is just the same runner as CEO Alex Jabali, and he's just going to be running all anime games, every single anime game that you could ever see. So I'm probably just going to go there, hopefully maybe as a commentator, maybe as a player. But again, that's kind of on the back burner right now. I'm not 100% planned on going. So if you're really asking for the next guaranteed event I'm going to, I don't know.
EVO next year?
It's gonna be. I wouldn't even say that. I would say like, at best maybe Frosty Faustings in the winter time, and then just whatever events that come up in between that till Combo Breaker, which is on Memorial Day weekend. So that's gonna be at the end of May. Yeah.
And I had a question for you. What are your thoughts on E3? Do you think you're gonna check it out this year, or any predictions on its future? Because I've definitely said my piece on what I think its future is.
Yeah, I've just never really been the kind of guy that goes to like the big game shows, and the only game show that I've actually been to is PSX, which had Capcom Cup in it, so you needed tickets from PSX to get into Capcom Cup.
Hey, Ninja,
go ahead.
don't feel bad about that because Jason doesn't go to E3 either. He just goes to Final Fantasy.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah, pretty much.
I see everything and then just go back. I mean, like, how dare you, sir?
A couple times a day.
I don't feel bad, man.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
I
6.
see my
18.
homies at Atlas and Sega, you
that's
know,
true.
like, and then I go
Square Enix.
around.
Yeah,
I
you do
go
your
around,
rounds.
do the full round, and like, okay, you know what? Check this out, check that out,
Yeah.
find it out. But day one is, you know, what's up, guys at Final Fantasy? What's up? What's up, Square? What's up, Square? If you guys have a job opening, you know, I'm there. But you know, just it's but yeah, I mean, EVO this year, honestly, on a good break, honestly, coming back was just tons of fun. Tons of fun.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment. Like, even when you're off to the sides, you can just watch something, or you see somebody just get hype and pop off like out of nowhere. And I think that's what, like, the FGC definitely was like, yo, I missed that. I missed that pop off moment, or I missed that like moment where you're just like rooting for somebody and you just see it. Like, I mean, I would love to go into Nam's thoughts about you know, the Street Fighter grand finals.
Yeah.
Because that was the most like intense. Like,
Inquiry minds have a right to know. What are we bringing up here,
so
Jay? Come
preface, we had was it five Japanese, 2 America, and 1 over? No, it was 3 America and 5 Japanese. And one of the players, Idom, literally went through losers bracket, the top 8 losers, and just took down some massive names. Like, I mean,
really?
Yeah. I was rewatching it today. I was like, oh my God. Like, Mr. Crimson, he beat Mr. Crimson in losers. He beat Daigo in losers, the beast. He beat Tokido, Gachi-kun. Like, there's a lot of big names that he took down, and he even beat the actual 2022 grand champion one set, Kawano. So it went down all the way to grand finals, fifth match,
Yeah.
third round,
final round.
How loud did it get?
Insane. Well, I was in the arena.
Yeah, Nam was in the arena. Me and everyone else were like watching the stream inside the room, and just us in the room were just getting like destructively hype.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I can imagine how it was inside, and that's why I want to ask Nam, how was it inside? Because that was like an intense grand final match.
It was definitely one of those sets where it's one for the books, right?
Yes.
Because like,
nice.
The energy is definitely different in the arena, and people have like their butts clenched, and everyone is the gasps when you hear like something crazy happen, and you hear like the whole crowd gasp, like yeah, when it's super close. And I kid you not, that set really was just that close, because you know, Idom was really pushing Kawano to his absolute limits, and Kawano is at this moment considered, or at least self-proclaimed, as
the next generation.
Japan's strongest player.
Yeah.
And not just by him, just, you know, by peers as well, and by a lot of other players, because he's kind of on the newer school side. But yeah, he's definitely like, if not the strongest, one of the strongest players in Japan, against Idom, you know, previous Capcom Cup champion. That was literally our last major big event, right? Because it's usually Evolution, Capcom Cup, right? So we were gonna see if Idom was going to become the first person to have both titles, Capcom Cup and Evolution for Street Fighter V.
Oh,
and
wow.
he almost had it. Yeah,
almost.
And it was a big upset.
It was a big nail biter. I don't know if it was a big upset.
Not upset, but like probably for his fans.
You could not tell.
But it was a close game.
It was a nail biter.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really, really something to spectate in person for sure.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine it was just insanity when we're watching it, and it was just like, oh my God, like
loud, man. If you watch, I don't know if the EVO VODs, if you can catch the crowd sounds, but for some of the announcements and reviews, they did catch the crowd sounds, and you could hear them going absolutely bonkers.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you could hear it, and even the EVO replay, you can hear a little bit of the like little screams.
Yeah, and the announcements were really good too.
So when you guys have now been out of EVO now for a week now and kind of settled back in a little bit, what was your most surprising thing about EVO this year compared to years past?
I'll start that one now if you're like need to think about
ahead.
it. Bud Light was there promoting a new Bud Light drink.
Nice.
So one took a couple rounds there. So
of course you did.
Of course.
I'm just putting it out there from a business standpoint. It's
he had to pop one back for the lewd.
I had to pop a couple back. It's okay. One for Jay, one for Matt, one for me, one for Theo, one for a few others. So it was great to see.
That's awesome.
That they were actually trying to promote something. They were trying to promote something for like gamers. I'm like, like if it was like a Rockstar or Monster, I would understand a little bit more, or even Mountain Dew. Bud Light, sure, why not? No,
we'll accept
just,
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just seeing that like everybody is still super hype, especially like seeing Street Fighter 6 in action, being able to play it. Like it's bringing some of the old things that we loved, like in Street Fighter 4, better. Because I know like there's a couple things with 5 that people are like 50-50. But I definitely enjoyed that. Like Street Fighter 6 definitely is pushing forward. It's still keeping that 2D aspect. So we're still keeping it classy. But
So for those that are tuning in to the podcast live at home or listening to us later on after this weekend, what Jason's referring to is called Bud Light Next.
It's all right. It's okay. It's good.
I was about to ask you, does it get your stamp of approval? He's like, it's okay.
I'd stick to a regular Bud Light, honestly.
That's
but
so
it is less in calories, less in
Might as well just go Keystone Light and be done with it.
No, sir.
Ew,
sir.
no.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Don't you?
Ew.
Yeah, right? No, you never go Keystone.
Like where?
Go
where
crack
you,
open a Zima.
This is what I need your wife to come in, Matt, right now, and just in the background. Ew. Like
ew.
Get
No.
out of here.
Just go crack open a Zima and you'll be fine.
Other than that, like
Zima.
like there was a lot of.
Is it 1999 again?
Other than that,
hey, the way they keep bringing back all
these
these shows, yeah.
I know.
I enjoyed all the announcements. I mean, Nam got me into Guilty Gear, and I might pick it up actually like a year late, but it's okay. Like I'll be there next year. So
real quick for you guys, and while Ninja, you're still thinking about what was most surprising. I gotta ask this real quick because I caught this in the article on Esports Insider. That's why I looked up the whole name of the new beer that you were talking about, Jason. Is that what was it like not having the Smash Bros crowd there this year?
Oh wow, is that a thing?
It was the first year that Smash Brothers has not been at EVO, and that's because the common thought is because PlayStation owns part of EVO that Nintendo's decided to go elsewhere.
No,
which is why Smash looks like it was replaced by Multiverses.
I mean, there was Multiverses tournament out there too, but
okay,
it was cool.
But how was it without the Smash crowd?
I will take it first for Nam because I know Nam is going to have a much more political answer. I will say quite refreshing. It wasn't as
so were they known to be like, are they the toxic crowd?
They're not toxic. They just get too hype for no reason. I love
how delicate you're trying to be right now.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll tell you off screen.
Oh yeah.
like they get hyped for things where they should get hyped, but not as ridiculously hyped.
Okay,
If that makes sense.
They're would you say that they're like chronic overhypers? They get overhyped on like little things or too many things.
I feel that, yeah.
Okay.
Like you guys in In-N-Out.
No,
Yeah.
In-N-Out's,
No, bro.
how
No,
dare you,
calm
sir?
down.
How dare you,
Yeah,
sir?
calm down. Yeah. Mute that mic.
Yeah,
Calm down.
you need to get out of here.
Take a minute.
I'm stirring that pot tonight.
Take a breath.
You need to get out of
Right?
here. Me and I were actually
Peace,
talking
I'm
about
out.
fries earlier.
Yeah, In-N-Out fries. Well done.
I'll take smash tots from Smash Burgers over In-N-Out fries any day.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Just
Damn.
anyway, now.
Hey man, well done animal style fries, extra grilled onions in there with chopped chilies.
Yeah.
Bro,
Anyways.
see, look at that. Nam has a tech, man.
That is-
Anyways,
That's a
my
good
thoughts
recipe.
on the absence of the Smash community. Then you definitely smelled a little bit better, and I'm sorry, it was a low hanging. It was a low hanging fruit. And I had to
Yeah, you kind of have to take it.
Love it.
But it wasn't like I don't know if the multiverses crowd was the Smash community or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
But what I do know that is that the absence of Smash, I think may or may not have to do with Sony, but I think the bigger issue was it mostly had to do with Nintendo. And it definitely probably had to do with Nintendo. And as we know, Nintendo is very, very famous for being not cooperative with the community.
Mhm.
Very famous.
I mean, like when when it first came out, it was very difficult to get Smash even into EVO. Because I remember that was happening.
Yeah. And they had to do like this whole charity thing to show that, Smash can do it or whatever it is. So yeah, there's that. I honestly wouldn't, I didn't even like really bat an eye just because EVO is just so big that even if the Smash players were there, it's just like, yeah, they're just in their area, right? They don't really,
Yeah.
there's not really a big intermingle. And if you ever go to any of these fighting game events, you'll notice that they're usually separated.
There's a little bit of
enough.
segregation.
And I hate to say this, but sometimes the Smash community loves doing things just for the hell of it, like pulling fire alarms and all these other things, right? And we're like, who was it? And we found out that the CEO was that last year. Someone pulled a fire alarm. Lo and behold, it was a Smash player. And at the next Smash event, lo and behold, it happens again. So it's like we all have our bad apples in every community, but just so happens that the younger they are, these apples taste a little bit funkier. So I guess in a sense it was kind of like a fresh breath there, but to me it wasn't like a better experience or anything like that.
Just different.
But I do miss like some of like the finals because I do love like spectating all types of high level gameplay in any game, and Smash is pretty fun to watch. So that part was kind of missed, but beyond that, it made room for more fighting games or traditional fighting games, I should say.
Yeah. Has anyone tried multiverses?
Yeah,
I haven't.
I have.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jason?
It has the same. It has a very close resemblance to Smash.
I would say that, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's definitely like a hardcore, like
it's
I don't want to say
different.
clone.
It's,
it's a little different, but
It's different.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm actually like quite into it, just kind of like Smash, but it's different.
Yeah, it's different. It has a little bit, but I will get into it as if I play with other people, but I'm not gonna like get into it. Just like this is my game.
The best part about it is Uncle John. Just saying.
Yeah, that is fun. That is awesome. We do know someone in the game.
He's in there.
Yeah, he's LeBron.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bro.
Go listen. Go listen to LeBron's voice.
Yeah, just listen to
okay.
some of the snippets, dude. And it's totally Uncle John.
He's
so
not
funny.
even doing like a Barrett voice, right? He's just doing like a normal
it's just
voice
straight
for
up
Just
him.
him.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
him, John.
It's just straight up him.
Yeah.
Uncle John, I miss you,
Yeah.
man.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the only thing I can say about multiverse
Mhm.
is that I know about the mechanics, and it seems more freeform than Smash Brothers. You know, double the jumps, double the actions, you know, etc.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more fast paced and not as limiting as Smash Brothers. So I've been hearing a lot of people
yeah.
say that
Ooh,
they've
yeah.
been having a lot
Yeah.
more fun.
The fact I really enjoy the perk system. Like, there's a perk system that you can add to your character.
Was
that
that
adds-
customizing?
Yeah, like little like you can. There's one perk where you can add like a 10% chance that you hit a critical more often,
Oh.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
or like
Kind of
like
injustice-y, or
not too much injustice-y. It's just like little like buffs.
Yeah.
Like if you get a hit, you can do a triple jump. So if you're like near the edge, you can do your double jump, but you get an extra jump. Stuff like that. But yeah, it's just it hits different, but I would say the same thing. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Okay.
So Ninja, before we head on out here tonight, so you mentioned you're kind of moving a little bit away and just enjoying life. Have you played much of the newer games that have come out over the last year outside of fighting games?
New games, huh? It's kind of hard for me to play new games just because I feel like well, two things. I feel like I'm sometimes I feel like I'm not a gamer and I'm just a fighting gamer, and sometimes certain games limit me because I get motion sickness very easily. So it's been very difficult for me to pick up a few games here and there. But over the past year, what I can say that I played and enjoyed was I played Hades. I greatly enjoyed that game, and I played Sekiro, and I platinumed that game.
oh no!
And
no.
I took
Shut your face. Did
I
you
took
really?
pills just to play that game. Yeah, God, I loved it that much. Yeah, I took motion sickness pills every time to play that
Jason,
game. So
we need guidance.
You need
Dude.
guidance, Jerry. I have.
Oh, you're good. Oh, you're good.
I've
Oh,
beaten
you're
the
good.
game once,
Okay.
sir. I am
Okay.
a
All
Shura.
Oh my god.
I got
I
the
can't
bad
believe
ending.
you got the
platinum-
short ending.
I got the short ending.
Yeah,
on
the short
first
ending.
run
Yeah, yeah.
through.
He's taking
And it's
that
okay.
as a
Hey.
huge win.
Hey,
Honestly, I would too.
I
when you
respect
beat
that.
the game, no matter how you get to the
platinum
end.
that game.
Yeah, I platinumed it. Yeah,
Holy crap.
I really did like the
Odom
game.
too?
Holy
I
crap.
thought Odom did. He said he platinumed it as well.
I don't know.
That's insane. I've looked
think
at
he did,
those.
yeah.
I've looked at those trophies.
Yeah,
That is
some
not
of
an
them-
easy game.
Yeah,
Like
some of
even
them
just
were pretty
not only just to like finish, but just to try to platinum it. That's tough, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was really proud of it, and I was like,
I'm
Wow,
I'm
finally.
very impressed because like that
And-
we've brought up in the podcast. That's the one game like I have rage quit. I haven't gotten back to. I'm still building up the endurance to replay it again.
He looks at it and he's like, "Oh,
I really it's kind of triggering. I'll flip through
hey,
my
Red's
thing
dead.
and
Hi, how you
Oh.
doing? We're gonna
Yeah.
go play again."
like oh Sekiro, like God, I want to play. No,
Just like
well,
not yet.
like
I'm not
honestly,
ready.
like we've had other guests, Nam, and like once you get it and you understand it,
yeah,
it
yeah.
clicks, and
Yeah.
you're just
Yes.
like, oh my god, I've been playing
Oh,
this
I-
game wrong.
All I can tell you is that Sekiro is just a rhythm game. That's all it is.
Yeah. Like
Just a rhythm game.
once you get the timing and the rhythm down,
Yeah.
especially the parrying and the blocking, like
Yeah.
you're gold. Like I same thing. I was in a rhythm too, but then I was playing another game that threw me off, and then I
Red Dead.
actually it
okay.
was Fallen Order. It was
Last
Jedi.
of Us. Oh,
It was Jedi. That came
I
out
thought it
around
would have been a Ghost of Tsushima
Final
too.
Fantasy.
came out around that time, and Black Friday happened, and we got our copies.
Oh,
That's
and then I'm
hilarious.
gonna add more to his
Yeah.
backlog.
Yeah.
Here,
Um,
dude.
but yeah, like it is great. I am working on it right now. I'm back to Owl first fight, so I am I'm back to where I finished the game.
You gotta finish the game, bro. Like
Yeah, no, I gotta get a good ending. I gotta get a good ending. I know I missed out on the pure ending because I missed something at the very beginning of the game.
The
old lady.
The old lady.
Yeah, so they're saying like I was like you have to talk to an old lady at the beginning. I was like, you see her, and then you have to talk to her again. I missed
the crazy lady.
Yeah, I missed it at the very beginning, so I was like, That
was the other thing cool about that game was all those little like items.
Missions.
Yeah, items, but they led to side missions or a side mission, but you had to find a specific item or something. That was a lot of fun about the game. But
and also finish all the gauntlets too. Sorry, I'm just bragging.
Oh, okay, you got to finish the gauntlets.
Yeah, the gauntlets that had like 17 bosses, the boss rush.
Okay, because that's a game that I want to platinum. I want to.
Oh my god,
bro!
Jason.
Like I've caught the bug now that I understood the game, and I was like,
good luck.
Like
you know what? I'll just
got an ending. Luck. Got an ending. You know, like.
But
Jerry's gonna officially vicariously live through Jason.
I think so. I think I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll save the anxiety and like I'll live through you. That's why like you gotta share. I'll watch you play. It's like we're playing.
Yeah. As far as new games though, I am a 7 fan. So Crisis Core Reunions are coming out later this year. So I will definitely be picking that up. Of course.
You excited for Rebirth?
Yeah, Rebirth. Oh yeah, I'm super excited. I platinum remake.
Yes.
So like I've been waiting for that game for a while. So yeah, I can't wait to play that game next year.
Yeah,
and I have a PS5. So
yeah.
I've been waiting to open it. I haven't opened it yet.
You haven't even gone through intermission?
Oh, I haven't played Integrate yet.
Oh, integrated.
Yeah.
Intermission.
Same thing.
Still trying to finish that.
Intermission?
No,
Integrate.
The Yuffie storyline. I'm still working on that.
Oh, okay.
It's not that long. Man.
I get distracted. I'm like,
it's literally it's not that long.
Whoa.
It's like you're like a Jerry hop away from finishing it usually.
Ew.
There's a Jerry round. There's a Jerry hop. Come on.
That's warranted. I'm hopping to skip when I finish.
I'm in the Shinra facility where you were
at the end, man.
On the platforms, we were destroying all the boxes and stuff.
You're at the end.
You're definitely.
You're halfway. You're halfway. I'm sorry, you're halfway then. If you're at the boxes.
Yeah. What am I saying? I haven't played the game. Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, did you ever platinum God of War? Speaking of gauntlets and stuff.
No.
I
know he didn't fight Valkyrie Queen.
No.
No, you didn't.
No. I played the game like 4 times.
You need to go face the Valkyrie Queen.
Go face the Valkyrie Queen. Come on, man.
That's actually that's the funny thing. I think I'm like missing like 2 or 3 trophies on that game.
Yeah, the Valkyrie
and the
Queen.
only tough one really is the Valkyrie Queen. That's the only thing.
She's not tough. You gotta just like Sekiro, you gotta find the rhythm, man.
I know.
Yep.
I'm most likely I'm going to be doing another run before Ragnarok. Yeah.
Sekiro?
Oh yeah. No, God of War.
Oh, God of War.
Oh, God, Sekiro. No. Oh, God.
I was gonna say.
I'm not ready.
Yep.
I'm not ready.
Dude,
he will never be ready.
I'll never be ready.
Let me put it this way. He will do another 3 runs on Red Dead Redemption before he picks up Sekiro.
Oh yeah. You're one of those.
Oh, dude.
Yes, he is.
Oh, dude. Like my second run of Red Dead 2. Have you seen the game, like the journal? Okay, yeah. So your whole map, I'm very sure I got all the little sketches you can get in the game.
Like he is
yeah.
Looked at
oh, dude, I do the fishing, I do the hunting. I love Red Dead.
He's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the first one I destroyed. Oh yeah, GTA 5, same thing. Like 4 runs.
Yeah,
I love. I love those games.
I respect the commitment.
Thank you. Yeah, as long as they're a good story, that's what I love about Rockstar. Like, great, obviously they're gonna be a great story, but those franchises, Red Dead and GTA, I'll always back.
All right. So with that, I want to thank everyone who crashed game night with us tonight. Hung out with us in the chat. Big shout out to Victor QQT for not throwing Jason under the bus.
Thank you, Vic.
Just saying, Vic. You know, obviously, if you like what you heard, make sure to hit the subscribe button on the platform you're watching us on. Also, too, make sure to put in those reviews, guys. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review. It helps us get discovered on those other platforms. You can also head on over to crashinggamenight.com, click on guests and contributors, and head on over to NinjaNam's profile and go check out his other 2 episodes that he's been part of, including that episode 90 that we talked about with Mr. Wizard. And so,
get the
with
scoop.
that, everybody, just please be excellent to each other. Stay frosty.
That's right, everybody. Ninja, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for giving us a lot of insight on EVO. That was dude, that sounds like you guys had a lot of fun, and I'm glad it was a good time. And you know, you guys were able to be there in person and enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Once again, guys, everyone still needs your support. So please show your support to the Black Lives Matter, Stop the Asian Hate, your LGBTQ plus community. Please support our women out there. You know, their voice is being challenged and trying to be taken away from them. So show your support any way you can. And once again, guys, let's just continue trying to show a little bit more patience and some compassion. We all need to practice these things. So let's just try and do it a little bit more, and just try and be a little bit more kinder. Thank you, guys. And all you nerds, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening.
Definitely. Again, big shout out to you. Thank you, NinjaNam, for coming on. Thank you for coming on again, man. And if no one has told you, amongst the guys in AZ, you are the hero for the Goemon night, for ordering that extra round. You are the hero for that. I mean, it is, as a lot of people have probably heard, I mean, CDC has been up and down with new things now. So please, if you have the ability to, please vaccinate yourselves. Stay safe. You know, as much as we can do now, it is quote unquote at the end. So we did it, guys. I might not have to say this anymore every week. Like, unless monkeypox goes completely insane.
You shush. You get that out of your mouth.
Yeah, we don't want to put that out there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we can handle another pandemic.
Yeah,
no.
Unless that's second pandemic 2.0 comes out.
Oh my god.
But yeah, shout out to y'all out there, retail workers, police, fire, hospital. You guys did it, man. Like, unbelievable. You know, we are now just obviously trying to get back to normal life, which after EVO, we need normal life. That was just so much fun, dude. But yeah, again, thank you, Nam. Thank you, guys. As always, every week, to our unsung hero, Theo, who is not here today. In the words and wise wisdom of him, TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.